All right, let's get into Lapa Hapa.
Sidetracked. I will now give a little recap on what happened in the last video, so you're up to date. Lapa Hapa is a girl from St. Petersburg. She's like 20-something years old, and she's addicted to substances, it seems like. At least that's what I got from her videos, because otherwise I have no idea how to explain this. Well, yeah, see what I mean? So this lady has a Telegram channel. It's a platform very popular in Russia that isn't regulated at all, so you can post pretty much anything there to some extent, of course. She started posting some makeup tutorials, yada yada, but nobody cared about that though. What people found more interest in was her other content, where she would do some cringe pranks, if you can call it that. For example, she chased some guy down.
All right, before we continue on with this video, just a little bit of context, okay? If you need just a little bit of context. So Lapa Hapa is this Russian influencer who clearly doesn't mind being a little bit unhinged. And when I mean a little bit, I'm clearly being hyperbolic because I mean mega unhinged. She sleeps with homeless people. She eats cigarettes. She paints her eyeballs black, apparently, allegedly. All these things are alleged. The things that go on in Mother Russia are things that would never be allowed in our normal society. Now they say that Russia is not a normal society. It's just to say that, hey, when they give you something, they're willing to come in overnight and take it back. Let's just say that.
On the street to give him her panties, she drank Red Bulls from trash cans, and so much more stuff that I don't even think I can say here on YouTube without this video getting demonetized. It got so bad that it got to the point where she slept with homeless for clout. Basically, she comes up to them, then asks, hey, do you want to smash? And that's it. Content 2025. Insane. She got very popular in Russia. I think at her peak it was like 350k followers or something. And she got paid good money from ads that she posted there. There is so much more stuff, and if you want to hear about that, then you can go watch this video. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, now she traveled to Taiwan, and guess what she's doing there? Okay, I'll give you 3 seconds, okay? You can type your guess in the comments even, okay? I'll check it. Yeah, it's like 3 seconds, I guess. Yeah, you're right, she's smashing them homeless.
She goes all the way to Taiwan just to mess with the homeless. As if there's not any homeless people in Russia. She has to go all the way to Taiwan to catch some sort of avian STD, bro. That's wild.
Again, not a single homeless person on this planet is safe from Lapa Hapa, it seems like. Call up Lapa Hapa to Los Angeles, I think she will deal with that skid road in no time. As for Taiwan, where Lapa Hapa is right now, substances are even easier to get there. So her Telegram got even more wild. She caught some sickness and like, she's rotting alive. I'm not even joking, that's like a real thing. And this is kind of where we like left off in the last video. And yeah, it's way worse. Yeah, it's bad. I guess she's homeless now herself or something.
Bro, what is she doing in the back of a dumpster, dude? Don't you know that that's... You could die. You could literally die. When the thing comes down and crushes you, you're dead.
Because I don't know why she's hanging out in a trash container. Jesus Christ, imagine you're doing your job and you have to deal with this. This is awful. No, I think at this point she's pretty much immune to all the needles and whatever she can find there, so it doesn't really matter. I think those needles in that container should be afraid of her, not the other way around. She's catching all them diseases like Pokemons. Yeah, she's crazy. She lost her mind. It's confirmed. Like, I'm not even laughing at her anymore. I'm genuinely concerned about her mental health. This isn't good. Just look at her. Is this what a sane person looks like to you? This is terrifying.
Where is she, dude?
Покажи еще раз.
Yo, I'm sorry to say this, but like, this is one of those situations where if you don't take care of the people around you, if you're not able to sit down and have a real conversation with the family members in your family, whether it be male or female, because any one of us can be prone to negative, bad decisions. You always have to sit down with a family member when they start slightly derailing, and you can see it young. You see it when they're young. You're like, yo, man, you're going a little bit left. You know what I mean? You got to sit that youngin' down and tell them, you got to be careful with your life choices. Once, twice, 3 times, okay. But once you start hitting 4, 5, 6 times of delinquency, that's when we have to have a problem because you're creating a pattern. And someone clearly didn't sit down with Lapa Hapa and say to her, yo, these things that you're doing, these actions that you're taking into degeneracy will leave it so that you're never able to come back. You're shifting too far to the left. You need to come back in the middle. But when I say shifting to the left or the right, I'm not speaking about political views. I am speaking about the light and the dark. That's what I'm speaking about. She's leaning too far. We've lost her. She can never come back to the light, dude. She's full on demonic at this point.
Да, вот такая у нас любовь. Я уже здесь лежу вместе с ней. Пятки его облизываю.
Good lord, like, I don't even know what to say anymore. You think she's still doing it for money? I think she's just addicted to homeless people at this point. Like, there's no other explanation for me. I'm serious. She should get some serious help. I then found these pictures of an older gentleman. Man, if you're watching this, somehow, I don't know, I would go and take a STD test if I were you, man. Not gonna lie.
Какой красоты. Можно голову помыть.
Okay. I mean, it's a good thumbnail. Can I get this as the thumbie? Let's put this as the thumbie. Let's make this the thumbnail of our video. I like that.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say here anymore. Like, she clearly has money, okay? If you check what house she's living in, what clothes she wears, I don't know if she's rich, but she makes fine money. And it's funny that she still has need to do this. Like, these posts don't even have that many likes anymore. She gets like 50 likes when she used to get like 10,000. For Telegram, that's a lot, by the way.
I really just gotta say, Telegram is one hell of a weird place, yo. What is, like, I understand for cybersecurity, but at what point, to what extent? What are we really sharing on Telegram? Unless you're selling dope or smack, why are we on Telegram? Someone explain that to me, dude.
So what we are witnessing here is falling off activities. It's so bizarre. I don't know if she has any other sources of income, but these people don't really go and open a savings account, you know? They usually just blast everything they have on substances or whatever. And even though Lapa Hapa was making like 30 grand a month or something, I know if that number is 100% correct, but I heard that she was making something like that, okay? So even though she's making this money, she's most likely still living from paycheck to paycheck. That's wild.
Wow. Shorty's making 30 grand a month, but still living paycheck to paycheck. That's the thing. These people are what we call broke high earners. They're high earners, but they're still broke because they don't have any sense of understanding how to use finances, bro.
So these crazy activities that we are witnessing here, I guess, are her attempts to revive her career or make at least some money, I don't know. Because if she gets a lot of people to interact with her Telegram channel, she can put a lot of ads there again, and therefore she still makes money off of it. So that's why she then does stuff like this.
Don't do it. Don't do it!
That's maximum I can show here on YouTube pretty
God.
much. If you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon so I can pay my rent. I also post there some extra clips I found about these people. So yeah,
don't
cool.
do it,
Thanks.
dude.
Now, I have no idea what this is. I'll assume it's glue, and she just eats it. Yep, pretty much. Any person with IQ over 50 understands that you shouldn't really consume glue. You know, that thing that sticks stuff together, glue, that doesn't sound really natural. So I would assume there are probably a lot of chemicals that probably damage your organs or something, you know, or even poison you. So yeah, doing all that for just 10 likes on Telegram is kind of funny, not gonna lie. And as I was scrolling through her Telegram, I felt like I'm going progressively more and more insane. This is crazy. Let me call up my doctor. Hello.
Oh, hello, Pepe Zilla. Venezuelan trillionaire here. What's going on?
It's a video I'm working on. It's about like crazy addict girl. And yeah, I don't think I can take it like anymore mentally.
All right. I think you tripping. Surely it can't be that bad, no?
What's going on? Oh my God.
Oh, she put the spoon in there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Playboy Cardi music video or something.
Ugh.
Where's her father?
Okay, doctor, you see, this is why I'm going insane. I don't think I can do it anymore.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. I feel like maybe Chernobyl was a good thing.
Over my time on YouTube, I covered a few of these so-called freaks from Eastern Bloc, and they're usually not stupid. They understand what they are doing, and they do it for.
The crazy thing about this is that Lapa Hapa could be a victim of Chernobyl, fam. I feel as though the radioactive waves of Chernobyl somehow leaked into her mother's bloodstream and thus gave birth to this vile creature of the netherworld. That's the only thing that could explain somebody who acts and behaves this way, bro. They must have been touched by the devil at some point. Just even as a grace. Her mama could have been just walking through the city, and then just gently across her little belly, the devil could have grazed her. And then poof, we get someone like Lapa Hapa. Absolutely disgusting, dude.
Money and fame. I mean, fame. Well, okay, whatever. Great example is Splitica. That's a girl who basically stole like whole image, whole makeup from Jasmine Bean, and then she was making videos where she ate excrements. Yeah, you heard that right. I won't repeat myself. She got a lot of clicks, a lot of money from ads, and also promoted her music. But after some time, she decided to not give brain cancer to her viewers, and she stopped. She now has normal Telegram, where she documents her life.
Normal
she
Telegram?
eats sushi and talks about normal things overall. Wow. Turns out she isn't mentally challenged at all? Who would have guessed? She was just acting? What? But with our hero Lapa Hapa, I'm not so sure. I don't think she's acting. Now, I wouldn't say she's a bad person. I think she's just kinda lost. Maybe she met wrong people, got
The thing with a lot of these different kind of influencers and people is that the majority of them are just in a bad place. They start off in a bad place, and most of them are not able to get out of the place that they're in. Take a look at Shorty's eyes, bro. She's bugging. Look at this. Is this the face of a person who takes rash decisions? I'm not saying you got to be all the way cleaned up. I'm just saying take a look at this, bro. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much. Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. Like, we have to start taking some sort of accountability for the things that we do and not let the idea of money take our moral character into areas that we don't necessarily want it to go. You look at that latest Black Mirror episode where the man's is eating paint and glue and chopping off his nether regions, all for a couple of dollars to keep his wife alive so she does not have to have the ads playing on her Keep Alive service. Clearly, you can tell I don't remember much of the episode, but that's what I'm saying. It's reached a point now where people will literally degrade themselves and humiliate themselves online for money. Is money really that important, guys? I understand it's a tool, but come on. Stand for something or fall for anything. Jesus Christ.